Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was a cozy winter night, 2021. I was super frustrated. Already 5 months into the business, nothing worked for me. Everybody was laughing, still selling this oil thing, only people at the top make money. And don't you think you get scammed? And I really did a lot, but I felt stuck. Always when I signed up a new partner, they quit or didn't do anything. I attended the team calls, but nothing changed. I read the book, so I was really hungry, but I felt stuck. And maybe some of you feel stuck as well right now. Maybe you are at a diamond director level for a couple of weeks, months, or years, and you can't break through to hit the crown ranks. Maybe you are at the crown ranks and you feel a little stuck to go to the ambassador ranks. Maybe you are at the ambassador ranks and it seems impossible to go president. The rest of the world thinks how successful you are, how amazing your life is. You're in Bali at the director trip, but do you really feel that way? Or maybe you're doubting. Maybe not everything is perfect like the outside world thinks. Maybe you feel stuck. I was exactly there. After 6 months, my first network marketing company, my back office looked like that, and I was so frustrated. I had to leave Vienna, and I left to my old hometown, and I needed to clear my mind. And my parents went out that night, and I was alone at home. Opened the laptop and searched on YouTube, and a few videos popped up, and then I saw one video. And this video was a recorded Zoom meeting. And in this Zoom meeting, the host interviewed 7-figure earners in network marketing. And I was curious. And then he asked that guys, how many of you would say that big part of your business today is rooted in a short period of time? All 15 or 16 high achievers raised their hand. And I was sitting there, okay, interesting. Then he asked, how much of your success today would you attribute to this short period of time with crazy intensity? And these high achievers said 70%, 80%, some of them even said 90% of their success today is rooted in a short period of time. So I got really curious, and then they talked about transforming their life in 90 days. And I said, come on, I'm here 6 months doing everything I can, and they are talking about 90 days transforming the life. So I was, on the one side, I was like skeptical, but on the other side, I was like, all right, tell me more. And then they shared 6 things. And if you implement these 6 things, you can transform your life. And I was sitting at home watching this 20-minute recorded Zoom meeting, and I thought, oh my gosh, what if it really works? Should I try it? I was seeing hope again. I was fired up. And then I tried. The first month I did it was in May 2021. I did 30 days. I went from silver, this plateau I was all the time, breakthrough to platinum. First time in my life making more than 1,000 euros a month with my own business. I said, whoa, maybe this could work. Second time, end of August, as an executive platinum, I quit my teacher job. I said, okay, come on, 90 days all in. And I quit the job. Do I recommend quitting a job as an executive? No. Would I do it again? Yes. And we hit director. Okay, at the director, many times there's also again this plateau. You feel stuck. Next time we did it was again 30 days. We went from director to crown with the same 6 things. And I kept implementing these things. Next time we did it was a 90-day run. We went from crown, royal crown, and directly black crown. I said, oh my gosh, it's working. Next time we did it, we went from black crown to ambassador, then from ambassador to royal ambassador, from royal ambassador to black ambassador, and this November, from black ambassador to president. And the interesting thing about that is the same strategy which brings you from silver to platinum, exactly the same brings you from black ambassador to president. So, who wants to know what the 6 things are? Nice. So be on the director call on Monday. There right now, I'm gonna share it now. The first thing is you have to make the decision. And that's not the only strategy. That's one strategy. And you have to make the decision, yes, I'm going to try it, or no, that's nothing for me. That's completely fine, but don't be in the state, hey, maybe, maybe not. That's not a good state to be in. Make the decision, yes, I try it, or no, that's nothing for me. Both is fine, but make this decision. If you say, yes, I'm going to try it, you need to know it's difficult. Why? Because it requires a 100% commitment. And that sounds easy, but if you're really honest, how important is this Cincino thing to you? How important is it? Very important. The most important thing? The love of Andrew's life. So I think most of you agree it's super important. But who of you is really giving 100%? And I ask myself, hey, I did a lot, but did I give 100%? And if I was really honest to myself, no, I did not. I did a lot. I did like 90%, 95%. Maybe there were days I gave it a 99%. But I didn't know that the difference between 99% and 100%, it's not 1%. The difference is everything. Imagine you're living in the US and you want to go to the most beautiful skiing area in the world, Austria. I know some Swiss guys would say, no, it's not true, but for me as Austrian, it's true. And you go 99% of the way. You do a lot, but you will not end in the Austrian Alps. You are somewhere on the street, you're not going to ski. But you did a lot. And the same thing is here. The difference between 99% and 100%, it's everything. And what's 100%? It's 100% focus. It's 100% energy. It's giving everything what you have for a short period of time. People will feel that difference. And for you to really make the decision, hey, am I willing to give 100%? You will never ever see a meeting or a Zoom call when I'm a speaker that I'm not giving 100%. That does not exist because I made the decision to do so. The second thing that talked about in this recorded Zoom meeting is if you do a run like this, you need to prepare yourself. So the first thing you need to prepare is, if you have a family, your family. You have to say, hey, the next 90 days, the next 30 days, whatever you do, Papa, Mama has to do that in order to make the family vision come true. If you don't have a family vision, I would really recommend you to craft one. And I say, hey, if the vision is to go to Disneyland, then that's the vision. If the vision is to do a world travel to Bora Bora, then that is the vision. If the vision is whatever it's for you. They say, okay, I'm going the way in order to fulfill that vision. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you need to prepare, what can you outsource? Do you really have to make the dishes these 90 days? No, man. No, man. It's not an excuse for that. But find someone who is doing it Do you really have to mow the lawn? Do you really have to be at every grill party? Do you really have to be on every wedding? Or can you skip that kind of stuff for a short period of time to put everything what you have in your business? You also can prepare your contacts. What we always do is, when we start in a month like this, I always start with 100 open conversations. So the last 10 days of the months before, we do a 10 times 10 challenge. So every day we open 10 new conversations, and the first day of the run, I have 100 open conversations. And if a lot of people are doing that in your team, you have a lot of open conversations. Are your Instagram followers prepared? Did you prepare them with a story? Did you contact them? Did you text your Facebook friends? Did you collect business cards? The months before, I love to collect business cards. The first day of the run, I have like 50, 60 business cards in front of me ready to call. You cannot say, hey, I'm doing it tomorrow. You really need to prepare your business. The third thing they talked about is IPAs only. What are IPAs? IPAs are income-producing activities. Many people ask me, what are you doing? You know what to do. It's just a question how you do it with 100% focus, energy, and commitment. But you know what's income producing. Ask yourself, what is producing credits right now? Is it updating your Instagram profile? Is it redoing the business presentation? Is it editing photos? Is it doing a new website? No, it's not. That's all important after the run. What is producing credits right now? It's making new contacts, inviting them, doing a presentation, showing the product, showing the plan, doing a follow-up, handling objections, doing onboardings, promoting events, promoting other calls, promoting your upline, promoting Zinzino, whatever. So really, just for these 90 days, if you focus only on these activities, you're going to have massive, massive growth. The fourth thing is finish what you started. Because if you do a run like this, maybe after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you don't have the results you think you should have. Maybe you think, it's not different than the other months, and you quit. 80% of all the guys who start the run quit before they see the results. So have that in your mind, finish it, and no matter what. People are going to tell you, they always told me, Michael, why are you so stiff? You look tired, Michael. And at the beginning, I excused myself. I said, yeah, you know, it's really important for me, and I'm doing this kind of run, and Zinzino, and I looked for excuses, but after a few runs, the same people told me, hey, Michael, you look tired, and I looked at them, and I said, yes, why are you not looking tired? Why are you not fighting for your dreams? Why are you okay with status quo? Why are you just waiting for everything to come? You need to fight for it. And I'm happy that I look tired in a short period of time in order to create my dream life. The fifth thing, maybe the most important for many, is really accountability. So you need to prepare your family, but you also need to prepare your team. And at the first run, I called everybody from my team. I had 6 partners, all inactive in the back office. And then I remember I called, one guy finally said, yes, I'm in the run. And I said, yeah, cool. But he was 4 months in the business, 0 credits, 0 customers, and the back office inactive. I said, okay, first we need to buy you active, and then you need this ECBX kit. He was 21 back then. He invested that. 1 year later, he was a crown. Today he's in this room as an ambassador. Sasha. So prepare your team for that. What we are doing in runs like this, we do a motivation call every day, 8:45 to 9, 15 minutes. We're doing challenges. We're doing qualifying for incentives. The top guys with XYZ, they are qualifying for Crete. There we do workshops. So be creative there. Try to implement as many people as possible. We do IPA calls. In the morning, we open Zoom calls doing the action together. We do run groups. We do accountability stuff. That's really important that you implement your team. And I know some of you guys will say, I have no team. And that were also my thoughts at the beginning. So I focused on what I can control. I cannot control if those guys are doing something. I can control what I'm doing. And my goal was, all right, I want to open 30 conversations a day. And if I keep doing that, I have 900 a month. If I do that for 90 days, I have 2,700 open conversations. If I just close 1% of those open conversations, I have 12,000 credits and I'm a diamond. So in worst case scenario was nobody's joining, but I'm a diamond after 90 days. So that was my plan B. And if you really focus on that, you will come to the last thing, and that's after the run. And I will never forget that the last run we did was last November. We were in Marbella, like I did a closing of the month together, a lot of team partners there, and it was the 1st of December. I hit president. I was completely done, looked super tired, put on some sunglasses that the others don't see it, and I went to a cafe, ordered a cappuccino, was sitting there, a lot of people around me, nobody knew me, and I was sitting there, and I thought, hey, if they would know what we just did, if they would know. And they have no idea. So it was so crazy. But after the run, it's important. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you can do less. But really focus on onboarding your new partners. Focus on being there for them because they started, because they follow your vision. So really focus to help them because that's what many people say. Yeah, you hit a high rank, and what's happening the next month? And just for you, real quick, the strategy to understand. The first time we did it, like I said, was in May. With ECBX, we hit the rank. But the interesting thing is, after the run, if you do the right things, 3 months later, without ECBX, I had the same rank. In November 21, ECBX, a few months later, no ECBX, same rank. Never, ever again under diamond. No, September 21, ECBX, since April 22, there was no ECBX. In January 22, ECBX, but then, a couple months later, no ECBX, never we came under this line. And again, in September 22, a few months later, you have the same rank if you focus on the right things. And then people say, all right, what's more important? The peaks, it's nice to hit the rank, to do a new rank. Hilden Orient call you, you're super proud, maybe you speak in a panel, maybe on stage, you get the recognition, you earn the money. It's nice to hit the ranks. But more importantly, if you do the right things after the run, is the line here. Because in this month, you also pay your rent. In this month, you also have your expenses. So if you really focus also on the action behind after the run, super, super crucial. Now to finish, my friends, sometimes I keep thinking about this guy in the middle. Because when I was traveling home from Vienna to my old hometown, not believing in myself, and I saw this video, and sometimes I think, what would just have happened if, like I always did, I went out partying with my friends, escaping the real world with some beers? What would have happened if I didn't implement these 6 things? Where would I be? Who am I then? And when I see these kind of pictures, I always remind myself, at the beginning it was mainly why I didn't quit, because everybody told me to do so. Everybody laughed at me, ignored me, made jokes about me. And in my mind was, if I quit now, they are right again. If I give up now, what was it all worth for? I cannot allow that. That was my trigger at the beginning, really to prove them wrong. But the farther you get, the more plateaus you break through with this strategy, the more your focus shifts. Today, I don't want to prove anybody wrong. Today, I want to prove the people in my team right. That they invested in themselves, that they are on the team calls, that they are on the events, that they believed in my vision. So, you started to prove them wrong. Now you stay to prove your team right. At this specific day, I made the decision. I made the decision not to quit. I made the decision to create the person who is speaking on the biggest stages, inspiring thousands, by showing that normal people can achieve extraordinary results if they're brave enough to follow their dreams. They told me I can't, so I did. So can you. Thank you very much.